Hi everyone. Hello, hello. Hello. Hmm. Apologies for my few day absence now. I've been writing for the website again. I've just been writing character relations and whatnot. Small little descriptions and whatnot. I reformatted the character relations page just a little bit. Or the tab, I mean, for the character lore page. Anyways. Hello. I hope everyone is doing well today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello. What? Yeah, the little strange wax cat sculpture thing. Good question. Will every lore you put out the game have a conclusion, or will some stay mysterious and be left to interpretation? That's a good question. Well, every lore you put. I feel like there will probably be things that I think of, or I think it might be more fun to leave to interpretation. But it's something I'll have to see as things develop. Good foreshadow as well. Yeah. Some things that will happen that are tied to different characters will mostly just be the strange, unexplained kind of things. You know, just paranormal things. Like the one concept for that like matchstick side story thing with the invitation, the party. Like something like that would be sort of a strange mystery. But I don't know. I'll have to see how things how things develop. I can imagine Thief Candle's little storyline having a conclusion of sorts. But aside from like early rough ideas, there's still quite a bit for me to figure out. And Ardiak, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you. Hello, foreshadowing, very intriguing. Yeah. I think foreshadowing is a really fun narrative tool, especially for like repeat. Well, yeah, for repeats, I guess, you know, like rewatching a series or something like that, and realizing like, wait, this was. This was trying to warn us. I think those are always fun. Yeah. Hello, the potato skins. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna draw today. I was trying to think of like. So an idea I had was that certain items would have maybe perhaps like a higher chance of appearing depending on the floor, which I thought might be like a cool thematic thing. So, for example, like these like medical looking items, they would have, you know, an enhanced rate that you'd find them in the medical ward. So I don't know. I feel like that something like that would make sense, but that also like it wouldn't completely remove the chances of finding anything else there. It's just that like certain items would be a little more likely. That way, say there's like I don't know. I'm thinking too far ahead, but just imagine like there's like a really fun item, and you get the floor that the item is associated with. You know, that little bit of like player excitement, like oh yes. It could be items that can spawn very rarely and exclusively in certain rooms. Yeah, very rare items. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe something like this. I think that the brooch of the Manor's Love that we made last time. I think that could be a good contender for like a pretty special item. I feel. We also have like Trace of the Manor's Favor. We have that charcoal stick. Which I think I'll also give a little bit of coloring to. Oops. There we go. I really love the idea of the charcoal stick. It's such a simple but elegant thing for the candles to use as a writing implement. What's the word? What's the word? Hold on. Rudimentary. Yes. rudimentary writing implement. Let's see, is frequent. It's candles as a rudimentary writing implement that sees frequent use from the candles as a source of. Wait, let's see. Descriptions. Rudimentary writing implement that finds common use. Rudimentary writing implement commonly used by candles. Right. Uh-huh. Hmm. What am I trying to write here? Something about like the availability, like being easy for the candles to create, because they just rip up like a bit of floorboard and burn it, right? And then they condense it and it becomes charcoal. Hmm. Made by candles, mayhaps? Yeah. Hmm. Most commonly, charcoal sticks are made from the floorboard. The segments of Manor's floorboards. Manor blood that resides within the Hmm. The manor blood that resides within the boards as it is burned allow for the allow for cooler. Writing experience. That probably doesn't make much sense, but just like imagine like the traces of manor blood, because like all the interior of the manor, like, you know, the walls, the floors, basically like all the furniture and whatnot, they have like a little layer of manor blood within them. So like I'm imagining like the slicker texture of the blood would like sort of fuse with the bits of wood as it's being burned. Kind of, I don't know, just like make it glide better on the walls. I'm trying to like think of like it might this is probably too grim of a comparison, but just like imagine using like say you're playing like a horror game or something and you have to like use like a finger bone with like blood on it still to like draw, you know, like it's that blood that increases the ability to write. Like I don't know. Ugh. Eee. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I love about the charcoal stick. It's like it's not just purely charcoal. It's like that little bit of manor blood to help it glide on the walls. Yippee! I could probably move this letter thing down. There we go, charcoal stick. Yippee! Hi, time! Hi, Wurfar. And hi, everyone. I send well wishes. Let's see. Whoops. 9.8, huh? 9.8. 9.8. Just trying to make some fairly rough organization here. JK art. Whoa! My time. Finished season 3, part 1 a few days ago. Whoa! Did you enjoy it? I hope it was a nice watch. No more episodes yet. I'm so sad. Ah! Soon, surely. You like the series? That's good. It's nice to hear. Yippee! For the rest will be next year? Whoa. That's a bit away, hey? I probably have to wait next year for Don't Starve Elsewhere at the earliest. The game I'm really, really looking forward to, but it's probably quite a while away. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm trying to think of a color for the Lowry pocket mirror. Do I make it like the bronze color? Because I feel like I already have a few items like that. I don't want them all to look too similar. I feel like I kind of want to make it oxidized copper. Oh wait, that's like the bluish, right? Oh. Hmm. 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 Let's see. Let's try. I want to try something. I want to try something. We try something like this, and then mix in a little bit of this, and then maybe grab a little bit of. And that can be. Trying to get like the base colors down. Let's see if I can just trust the process on this one. Got this. I'll do my best. Let's see. Let's try messing around with like the hue now. Let's see if we can find like a. Ooh, wait. Hmm. Honestly, I don't mind that. That's not bad. Hmm. Kind of looks like an old photograph or something. You just start seeing mysterious entity within the mirror. Yeah. Mmm. That's kind of cool, no? Mmm. He's with that. Ah! I don't know about that. I just like drawing. I like having fun. Thank you, though. I believe what I'm doing, anybody can do. It's just that we all do it in our own way. Exhibition of art happening? Is there? I don't know. In your art? Ah! Oh. Yeah, I'm just working on items for the website again. Ooh. Let's try this. Okay, so we do that. I'm gonna duplicate that. And then I'm going to... Yeah, there we go, there we go. There we go. I think my favorite thing about this pocket mirror is it kind of makes no sense. Like, this is such a weird design. But I I kind of like it. Kind of like it. I mean, it could probably close. I don't put too much thought into like the logistics, but I mean, at least it looks cool. If you actually went to try and close this, it probably wouldn't properly close, but you know, that's just the... What's it called? The rule of cool or something. Like, as long as it looks cool, it's like whatever. It's still broken, stuck open. Yeah. Maybe whatever entity is lurking within the mirror feels great pain whenever the mirror is closed. And any attempt to close it feels like someone's hand is prying it open. Prevent you from closing it. It's like lapis. True. And you know what? This is actually kind of cool because the word Lowry. Wait, hold on. How's it said?
Lowry.
Lowry. Lowry. It's an adjective for, or that means dark and gloomy. And I kind of like how the mirror isn't like super clean. It kind of looks like a stormy day. You know how like, you know when it's like a rainy day and the clouds just have that different color to them, but they kind of look like this and not just like pure gray. And gloomy. Gloomy day. Something like a gloomy rainy day. Hmm. I like that. I like that. I think that's a... Yeah. I like that. I could probably add like some scuffs and stuff to it later, but... No, I like that. Yippee! Ah, thank you for the save and stretch. Thank you. Ah. I also have this weird like mirror box. that I drew that I couldn't really quite put a name to. It was me kind of just like combining shapes together. And whatever this is happened. It reminded me of Cemetery. Whoa. Maybe the thing with this box is like none of the reflections make sense. Weird, strange window obelisk thing. Could give it like a handle and it could be like a warped mirror music box that plays any song backwards. That That could be a direction to take it. Mhm. I'll add this as a separate layer just in case, but in case I do want to explore that music box idea, I'll have this here. Hi, Viesta. Hello, hello. I hope you've been well. Much drama lately from so many friends, so I came here to chill. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope things patch up soon. Oh. Could be in a stretch. Okay. Wow. Oh. Oh. I wonder if it's too much to have like 2 mirror related items. This one's like a handheld mirror, this one's a pocket mirror. I don't know. I don't know. Broken pocket. Hello, man, Windbreaker. Just a heads up, everybody. There is an ad happening in about 32 seconds. Just a heads up. Where's the ink bleed nail? Down there, okay. I kind of wish, I'm not sure if it's a setting, but every time I make a new, wait, let me see, tool, oh, never mind. Let's see, is there a way? Trying to find a way if there's a way to make text stop appearing at the very top of the layers. Subtool properties, okay. Detect position. Oh. Wait, does that mean... Oh, that's so nice. I finally okay. I'm glad I finally... Okay, cool. So now instead of the text jumping to the very, very, very top of all my layers, it just creates the text at that spot. That's so nice. I don't know why I bought... Like, I don't know why I put up with that for so long. I kept dealing with it where I make text, it jumps to the very top of all my layers, and I click and drag it all the way down to where I want it to be. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Yeah. That is good to know, though. That is good to know. Okay, let me just organize some of the text here. XCAD sculpture. All right. Let's see, do I want to develop this envelope item further? Maybe. We were born from one thing, tame the greatest fear of all. Born from one thing, born to face the greatest fear of all. Whoa. I can't even explain to you what my mind is doing right now. This envelope, it's like creating some sort of weird growth on the envelope. Something doesn't want this thing to be opened. Gosh, it turned out pretty cool. That turned out pretty cool, I think. I like just seeing whatever my mind comes up with if I just let it loose. I like that. I turned... Yay! I turned something I wasn't even sure I was even gonna use into like, hey, this is a pretty fun idea. And maybe let's mix in a little bit of that, like, a little bit of that original wax that was used to seal the envelope. By the way, I just wanted to let everyone know, I don't know how long I'll be here today, since this was sort of this is sort of a last minute thing. It's one of those days where I have been up for a while now. I've been awake for a little while, so I don't know how much energy I'll have today. So it's very likely the stream won't be too long, but I might be live tomorrow. That kind of deal. Albert who, Sker? Albert who? Thank you so much for the follow. What's this, about 7 minutes? Acrobat Baby Commissions, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Welcome in, raiders. And of course, just to let everyone know, if anybody at any point needs to head out to do after stream stuff, if any of the raiders need to raid and run or anything like that, by all means, please make sure you take care of yourself. Let me give you a shout out here. And thank you so much again. Make it 6 minutes and we got a deal. Whoa! We're having a wonderful Sunday so far? I forgot it was Sunday. But yeah, it's going pretty good. Yeah. I'm having a pretty good Sunday. I got some writing done. I'm getting a little bit of art done, a little bit of productivity. Always nice. Very casual hobby stuff. Yippee! Beaten today. Would have streamed longer, but my laptop was about to die. Ah! I totally get it, yeah. Hi, Kinon. Hello, hello. What is going on? I'm turning these old ideas that I had. Like, a lot of these were just sketches. I wasn't even sure what this was supposed to be at first because it was, it was just this. But now it's kind of taken on a form of its own. I can imagine this being like some sort of engraved lump of coal. Just a weird, strange item like that. I love it. Yeah, I was just explaining that I might not be around for too long today. Since I haven't slept yet. I haven't been up for a crazy long time, but I'm definitely in my quote unquote evening hours, even though it's 10:53 a.m. I'm in my personal evening hours. Hi, Shybox. I got hit by a heat stroke and sun weather change, so I'm just resting in bed. At least I can draw rough sheets for art fight now. Yeah! Oh my gosh, I haven't heard of art fight for a year now. I forgot that's a thing that happens. Have dinner soon? Whoa! I hope it's good. I hope it is very enjoyable. Also doing art for art fight. Whoa! I think I did art fight only 1 year. I thought it was pretty cute. It was pretty fun. I got a few drawings done, but I felt like I wanted to do my best for everybody's characters. At the time that I did it, I wasn't very good at character designs quite yet, so I was it was, yeah. Really strange times. I may or may not join. I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. It could be a fun little thing to do if I get my website done. I'll have a lot more free time then. One big art trade, yeah! I'm trying to think here. Hmm. Yeah, I think the idea I want to go for with like the engraved coal is it's almost like not exactly like a four-leaf clover, but it's like one of those rare things, you know, something that people would consider lucky, you know, amidst a pile of ordinary coal, you might find an engraved piece of coal. As we found in piles of coal, or, and I also just thought of something, maybe a fun little secret, or rarely, um, rarely as a drop from sometimes be found in piles of coal, or rarely as a drop from traversing through chimneys. That'd be kind of funny. You just like you travel through chimneys, and like you get like another item that like drops next to you. Some candles consider it lucky. Wow. Mm. This might end up being like a pretty big canvas as well. Let me move some of these things just so I can increase the amount of things I can add to the grid. N74. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Ah, Mystic, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. Hi, Zoe. Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm like come on, have fun. Hope you enjoy. Crooked Polaroid. Faded Polaroid. Do-do-do-do. With the depictions of a crooked. Crooked. Crooked figure. Having fun? Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. World building through world doing world building through items. A lot of fun. What's the word? Illegible? What? Illegible? Hold on, I'm gonna play real quickly. I'm gonna play the text to speech. Just a heads up so no one gets jump scared. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Illegible.
Illegible. Illegible. Not legible or decipherable. Okay. How do I spell it? Wait. Illegible. Okay, yeah. Illegible. Has long since been rendered illegible. However, look back. Words. Or the word therefore is right in the back. Working on a ghost type team that fits a Victorian theme. That's awesome. That's so cool. Word therefore. I have a few friends from before I started streaming. I wonder if they would get that, because a long while ago, I had an idea for a short story with like this person, and they had like a I have no idea how to describe it other than like it was a short story with a with some sort of human. I don't know. I don't remember. But that human was accompanied by like a friendly sleep paralysis demon almost, and that like sleep paralysis demon went by the name Therefore, and it was sort of like a strange creature of consequence that acted as sort of like a silly side character that followed them around. Hi, Prince Intervale. Is it thing I do? Oh, it was something I was. What was it? It was a very old OC before I started streaming. This was like back in, I want to say, just before 2020, I think. Could even be like 2018, I think. I just like I like the idea of something looking very scary, but it was more of like a I don't know. It was foreboding in nature, but it didn't want to see anything bad happen to the person, you know? So that's kind of what this item is like a inside reference to. It's the very old short story concept that I had. I've had I've had quite a few of those that I never quite did anything with. I think it's just because like I wanted to dream big, I guess, right away. Ah. But maybe one day I'll revisit some of the old ideas I had, because I had one that I thought was kind of cool. It was a story of like a new homeowner, and they move into this new home in this town, and the house that they they settle into has this like pitch darkness down at the bottom of the stairs, and there'd just be like a character that was literally just comprised of two like spooky eyeballs, but like they had like a very like tired personality. I'm not sure how to explain it, right? But like I don't know, it's just like almost that like spooky dead fisheye look. And the eyes at the bottom of the stairs pretty much promised, as long as they agree to, not come up the stairs, they wouldn't come up the stairs. So it was like a mutual agreement, right? Like, okay, you stay down there, and I won't go down there. But essentially, the big, kind of tension point of the story is, the homeowner tries to get some sleep, right? Because they're tired from moving in. They try and get some sleep, and then they hear like the most audible, loud, like foot, like like the, I don't know, the footstep on a stair, like an old wooden stair creaking. And that like, that shoots them awake. And so, they have like the little candle holder. And they went to like walk over to the staircase, and they look down the the entrance to the basement, and they just see that the eyes aren't there. And classic horror story, right? They were like, they were just very scared. They tried to call out for that, the pair of eyes. And they get no response back, so they reluctantly, slowly head down. And they're down in the basement. They take a few steps, but they don't see behind them that where you'd imagine where the staircase would be. Like they don't see that it all just like it all goes dark behind them as they're walking through. But by the time they do turn around, they turn around and they can't find the staircase, because it just got very dark. And they're like, wait, I didn't walk that far from the staircase. I I didn't go that far. So they they keep walking. They turn around. They keep walking towards where they they knew where the staircase was, but now it's kind of like they're just trapped in this like seemingly never-ending darkness. And then I think where I left off the writing for the story, like the eyes never attacked the protagonist, but like I believe the eyes appeared in a sort of like mournful fear. It kind of appeared behind the protagonist and just said like something like, I can't protect you down here. I can't protect you down here from the things that lurk within. And then, like, then maybe like the candle blows out, and then there's just like a bunch of spooky faces. Like, I don't know. It's like, yep. Unfortunate little ending. Also, this thing here, I really like the idea. I don't know. I like the idea of sort of I don't know what is it? Giving the manor just a little bit of, just a small little bit of character. See, the idea is that the manor isn't outwardly malicious, at least not consciously, you know? I just like that creepy idea where it's like, despite all the nightmare fuel that the manor is, it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of like a tragic thing more than anything, but like, the manor loves all of its creations, you know? Like, every single one of them, all the creatures that the manor creates, it loves, but it doesn't realize, you know, all the things that it puts the manor-born creatures through, you know? Like the manor rats and all that. It's, I don't know, it's just like a twisted cycle. But the manor holds, you know, such love in its very being for its creatures, but tragically they, you know, they live pretty tragic lives. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like it's a dying world that still wants things to live. I've always loved that idea. The candles and the entities, they're all creatures of essentially a dying world that's kind of just stuck in a limbo right now. But, you know, the candles and none of the entities know that, right? It's very much like a outside perspective, you know? I'm not even sure what, like... I'm not even sure what to, like, represent the manor with. So I'll just use, like, an M or something. But, like, all the... I'll just do circles for the entities, right? But, like, all the manor-born creatures and whatnot, all the creatures made of the manor's blood that live within its being, right? The manor loves them all dearly. But it's kind of like a one-way thing, because none of them, you know, really fully comprehend the manor. They understand, like, vague things about the manor, like that, you know, rumors passed down that the manor, you know, is sentient, and, you know, that the manor is always listening and whatnot. I don't know, it's strange. It's strange. It's like the manor loves the beauty and the tragedy that comes from the lies of these creatures. But it also it's like a sorrowful love because, you know, it's, I don't know. I just thought that's like a kind of a fun, connection between the manor and its residents, rather than just like, muhaha, I am I am the evil pocket dimension, and you will suffer from my entertainment. Wahahaha. Giggly Venom, hello. And hi, Shy Fox. Hello. Hello, hello. I think I'll color this in next. I want this to be... I don't know what I want it to be. Probably like a chunk of the manor's wall. Oh, the mighty pun! And it'll all allow me to shake my magic 8-ball and behold, it says your favorite Pokemon is Hitwig. Yeah. Whoa! Welcome, welcome. I do actually have 2 Litwicks at the corner of my desk here. I have 2 Litwick plushies. I do love that silly creature. Sandalwood and ink is very interesting. I never considered ink as like a scent, but I suppose if I do a lot of drawing, it could be pretty thematic. How are we doing? I'm doing pretty good. I hope you are as well. I'm having a lot of fun doing a little bit of world building through items and stuff. These items will be for my website. So they will have a purpose. Yeah, I'm just having fun designing them and giving them little backstories and stuff like that. What are items for? Like a game mod pack or just silly little guide to enjoy? So these are items for an original world that I'm building. Yeah. Yeah. It'll eventually be a game at some point. My dream in the years to come is to make a 2.5D survival horror roguelike, where you explore the labyrinths of the manor, which is like a sentient, eldritch, Victorian pocket dimension that takes the layout of like a manor. And the playable characters are all these candles. The story is viewed from the eyes of the candles. The candles themselves are manor-born creatures. And essentially, the story revolves around the candles trying to find a home for themselves. A home for themselves within the halls of the manor, which is also home to a bunch of spooky entities and dangerous creatures, such as, you know, the gardener here, or the manor rat, and a whole bunch of others. Yeah. Yeah. I'm currently building a website, made from scratch. Gonna be hosted on NeoCities. Yeah, I'm building a website to store a whole bunch of like information, character lore, and all that fun stuff. Been a lot of fun to work on. Also, I think ads are about to happen relatively soon, so just a heads up, everybody. Just a heads up. Gotta go bye-bye. Take care, Kaylee. When you designed the manor, you could use those neat little pulley cupboard they used back in the day. Oh. Very possible. Oh, you mean like the ones like between floors? Like almost like a pulley rope system thing? Yeah. Yeah. That could be pretty cool, I think. Wait. What are those called? Dumbwaiter? A dumbwaiter. Oh! Okay, wait. I just had an idea for the game. Those could be used to, like, possibly send items safely to the next floor. Or, like, as like a way to safely store items just in case you die. On a specific run. Maybe. Where do I put that? 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 Alright, I'll probably just put it in like the big game note document thing that we have. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's... Wow. Mechanic where players can store items weekly. Store items safely retrieve in future runs. It could be a safe room, kind of like Resident Evil, that would only work for the can be one of the player character. Yeah, the purple characters are candles. Yeah, and actually, we do have a concept for a safe room. We don't have a design for it yet, but the overall idea is that all the candles, well, I mean, as you unlock them, slowly but surely, But when you start out, you have this safe room, right? It's like a communal safe room, and through the forces of the manor, the candles are able to call upon the safe room to sort of like appear near them by burning a key on the runs. And the safe room would be like how you end your runs, technically. Or like the safe room kind of acts as like a safe way to, extract and, return from a run. So like if you just wanted to gather a bunch of items and whatnot, you can do so once you find the key. Find the key, you burn the key, and after a short little while, once the key finishes burning, it calls upon the manor to summon the safe room nearby in like a final little escape sequence. The safe room itself is kind of like, it's like a traveling safe room that paranormally follows the candles, because the way the manor works is it's like an eldritch paranormal sentient Victorian manor, and its layout is always shifting, so nowhere is ever quite the same. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The candles are small, right? Would they be able to fit? Maybe. The zoning laws that keep old houses the same overall design. Old manors used to have a bell system to call servants from the kitchen. What age are you thinking? Is it the same manor's memory through time pieced together? I'm thinking that the manor itself probably has no connection to the real world. It's strange and eldritch in nature, where it's kind of like, the way I imagine it is that the manor is trying to almost imitate a manor from the Victorian era, but it very much is its own like pocket dimension. So its origins are kind of a puzzle, kind of a strange mystery. D&D Eldritch, yeah. Like, mysterious. And all the candles know that, or all the candles know is that they can never leave. Because one of the things that is apparent to them early on is that, since they are creatures born of the manor's blood, they are manor-bound and are unable to ever leave. How do I get the website link? Oh, so it's not quite done yet. It's not quite public. It's still a work in progress. I do have, if you are interested, this might have quite a bit of outdated lore, but I do have this old old lore website. It's mostly just for like, I think, candle and entity lore. So there's not much on the world there. Yeah. There's a small little bit there. Are you thinking of a time system at all? A time system? Oh, do you mean like a time limit for each run? Hmm. Or how do you mean? I just wanna just to make sure. Time-based encounters. Imagine a grandfather clock with a moon dial. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. I did have a concept for an entity. Hold on. I had concepts of an entity. What to do? After some runs, an event might happen because of the moon dial. Less stress on the levels, kinda. I haven't really thought of that. I do love the idea of like random events though. I've gotten a few like written down. Just some weird paranormal things that happen that might not be able to be explained and are mostly there just to kind of off like I don't know, just be off-putting, you know? But in terms of like time related creatures, what was it? It was the Reveal doll. Um, we have a concept of a creature known as the Reveal doll. Um, it's like this almost like clockwork doll, or I don't know. It'd be some sort of like weird, maybe porcelain clockwork doll type thing. That's encased in this like grandfather clock thing. uh, the idea I had behind it was that it would yeah. So the doll would be like sort of a red light green light thing. I think we had a concept, just a very very quick sketched up thing a while ago. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Yeah. So this is on this track. Yeah. Yeah. So this is kind of like the idea is that if you're wandering the halls and you know you'd hear like the chimes of the pendulum moving on the grandfather clock, and it would like line up with like the doll's eyes moving left and right. Then you'd hear like a distinct, you know, deep chime, and like the screen would darken, and that would be like your cue to stand still. But so do the entities, and anything chasing you would also remain still. Oh, and just a heads up, there are ads happening in about a second or so here. So, yeah. Are they moving in sync with the... Yeah. Hmm. Hi, Mr. Mushroom. Oh, the origami crow. Let's move that up there, and maybe move some of the items. Whoops. Move some of the items up to give them some more room. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Hello, hello. Maybe I'll move the weeping button over here a little bit. Yeah. Three-sided dice feels like an Eldritch item, but may not be the vibe you want. I'm doing my best to try and like just completely make things up as I go along, like just weird, strange artifacts and items that loosely would fit. I don't know. I'm just making whatever up for the most part. That could work though. That could work. I probably won't go on for too much longer. I did say a little earlier that I might not be around for the longest amount of time today since I've been awake for a little while. This was sort of just like a spontaneous stream. So I might be getting some rest here fairly soon, but I'm very happy to return to this and get some more art done, more art assets done for the new website. Should not 13 hours yet. But I met you. I'm very honored. I hope to be around tomorrow, probably, since I'd want to try and make up for what's likely going to be a shorter stream today. I just felt like it's been a few days since I streamed, and I was like, you know what? I've still got a little bit of energy. I can. I think I can afford to hang out for a little while. Been hit with the EP, yeah. I do want to do my best to, have more of these little silly, spontaneous streams. I want to stream, but I'm worried because my power bar keeps failing and turning off my monitors. Computer isn't enough to crash all my programs. Oh. I think once you find a solution to that, absolutely. Absolutely. If it's something that you want to do, then absolutely. streaming has been really nice to kind of give myself a little bit of that, like, I'm not sure, like, not quite motivation. Well, I guess it is it is motivating, but like, makes me feel like it kind of gives me that sense of accountability. That's what I was looking for. Haven't done it since Tuesday. Oh wait, now I got you. Now I got you. Sorry, that was my bad. I'm sleepy. I should have been able to piece that together. I hope you're able to get that resolved. I was working most, so I need to get it fixed sooner than later. Oh, yeah. Would you easily miss a boss fight travesty? No. I'm doing good, Mr. Mushroom. Hope you are as well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty sleepy, so I might not go on for too much longer. I do want to try and take care of myself so that way I can be back tomorrow as well. Maybe. Hopefully. I want to stop hibernating. I've just been doing a lot of work for the website the past few days, so I apologize for my absence. Prepare for Street Fantastic. Yippee! Very nice. I hope all goes well, Mushroom. I think the most important thing is to not put your own self-worth on the results of the tests. Oh, look on the boss fight. I will probably get some rest after this boss fight. So I do feel that after coffee sleep coming on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Gizmo, thank you. Hope you're doing well, Yumiya. How are you doing today? Pretty good. I was going to get some rest here really soon, probably after the boss fight. Because I have been awake for quite a while. Hmm. Today I just sort of decided to stream for fun. Uh, but I'm very much in my like evening, or in my equivalent of an evening anyway. It's about, yeah, it's afternoon now, but probably be getting some sleep soon. But yeah, got some stuff done today. I did some writing for the website. Got a bunch of that done. And on stream here, we got quite a few items figured out. I think I'm getting a little faster at doing these. So that's fun. Mhm. Okay. I think this is where I might call it for today. But I'm quite happy with what we got done. Wow. I had a lot of fun just getting to pop in and say hi. It was a very spontaneous stream, so I apologize if it kind of came out of nowhere. But yeah, it was very short but surprisingly productive stream. Ah. How many items did we do today? We finished the description on the charcoal stick. We got the wax cat sculpture colored. We completely rendered and finished the Lowry pocket mirror. I really love this. It looks like a stormy day inside of the glass there. Manor sealed envelope was a surprise. Came out of nowhere. I don't know how that happened, but that's cool. Warped mirror music box, kind of like that. Sort of kind of like that. Turned that weird like rock thing that we had into a piece of engraved coal. We wrote the description for the manor map fragment, and the description for the crooked Polaroid. We colored and rendered the manor stone, which is a coagulated chunk of manor blood from a wall that no longer exists. I think that's a pretty fun, spooky eldritch thing to do. What else? Oh yeah, but then we colored this in. So like, I'm not sure how to describe it, but like, you know, like those like sort of like bundles of paper used to hold petals and other like alchemy stuff. I don't know. Yeah. They wrote a description for the wax pressed balm, description for the weeping button and the ink bleed nail. Yeah. That was a good chunk of things to do in just under 3 hours. Really Polar sick as heck. Thank you. Wow. Hi Chimera. Thank you so much. I shall hydrate and stretch. We were just about to end here. I appreciate you all stopping by. I enjoy getting to see everybody. I'll do my best to be back tomorrow. I just felt like doing a little spontaneous stream today. Wow. You should wait in mind? Let's see. We could raid Shu. He's doing the final stretch of his anniversary tipathon. Yeah. Looks like, is he on his last hour? Is that an hour? Final stretch. Yeah, he's been at it for quite a while, huh? 13 hours! Oh my god. In weeks. Yeah, I could have sworn it started so long ago. Wow. I hope he's remembering to take care of himself. Oof. Yeah, let's go say hi to the alien and send him well wishes. Shu is an incredible inspiration, and I hope to be able to. I don't know. I don't know how. I hope to be able to be as productive as he is one day. I'm still very much in my early days of figuring things out. Okay, so alright, yeah. It's all set up. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Sorry it's such a short little stream. Short little 3 hour. I appreciate you all stopping by. I'll try and be back tomorrow. For like an actually planned stream. We'll probably be doing some more items. Maybe I'll get some writing done. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you all so much. And I won't take 4 days again, surely. I won't take another 4 days to stream again. Yeah, thank you all so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.